The Liberal Party has come out and said that if they win this election in 2021, one of their housing initiatives will be to ban all blind bidding. Now, blind bidding is basically you make an offer on a property and you don't know what any of the other offers are. And the Liberals are saying that if they win again, this is gone. There's no more blind bidding. And it's going to go to more of an open auction type of bidding scenario. Now, this will be a big topic of discussion, and I'm not here to be political. I'm actually the furthest thing from it. But it does make for some pretty good real estate content. So I want to talk with you today about blind bidding, something that I've been dealing with almost a decade in the real estate industry, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, and how it's not so much even the type of blind bidding that's happening. It's the opportunity for the seller to choose the way that they would like to sell their home, because they could do an auction style, they could do it off market. They have the choice to do so, where this new Liberal plan is basically saying that you don't have the choice. The only way you can do it is this way. And again, I'm not for or against this. I'm just going to go over everything that you need to know. Now, the Ontario Real Estate Association, which governs all the realtors in Ontario, sent out an email today, and they were strongly against this. And I want to go over that email with you right now. Okay, so let's go over it. It said, "Dear Thomas," that is my full name. Today, the Liberal Party of Canada announced their housing plan for the 2021 Canadian election. Under the plan, they are proposing to use the Criminal Code of Canada to ban the use of blind or traditional offer processes for home sales. This proposed change would criminalize a homeowner's right to sell their home how they want, essentially mandating forced housing auctions in all of Canada. OREA and all of Canadians are rightly concerned about the rising home prices and shortage of new listings for homes in Canada, but we cannot fix Canada's housing crisis by denying millions of hardworking families the choice of how to sell their home and pitting homeowners against buyers. While we are proposed to see all federal parties come together with policies to address the housing crisis, this proposed change is a dangerous erosion of the rights of Canadians to buy and sell property. All right, that's a lot to take in. So the Real Estate Council of Ontario does not like the idea of blind bidding by the Liberal Party. And there's a few ways to look at this. Okay. So the first thing is, when we represent buyers, blind bidding sucks because we don't know what the other offers are. It's kind of just, well, what's the number that you're willing to pay, where if you win, you'd feel good about it, but if you lost, you'd still be able to sleep at night. Don't go over that number, and we look at comparable sales. On the other side, for sellers, a lot of sellers really like blind bidding because offers can sometimes actually bid themselves up. The top offer, let's say it's $50,000 higher than offer number 2, could bid themselves up another $50,000 where the offer number 2 doesn't change at all, and they would never know that. So it's a tough one, right? And you could say, well, doesn't that make housing prices go up? And the reality is probably, yeah, in some capacity. But at the end of the day, the buyer is still choosing what they want to do, and the seller is choosing what they want to do. Now, as a realtor, when we receive offers on properties that we have listed, we cannot talk price or anything to do with that other offer with any of the other offers. We can say you are not the best offer or you are the best offer. That's pretty much it. We have to be very, very careful with the wording that we use when we're speaking with other agents. Let's say there's 5 offers on a property. We can't really say much. We can just say, would you like to improve your offer? And when they say, well, will 50 grand make a difference? We have to say, you should talk to your client with what they would like to do. We can only speak to you about your offer. It's really tough. It makes our job really tough. But I think the big issue here is this. And again, I'm not actually sure if I'm for or against this. I'm still trying to kind of look at all the information that we have and make up my mind on it. But the Liberals are saying that they want to do this for one main reason, which is make housing more affordable. Taking out blind bidding, in my opinion, does not make housing more affordable. Open auction bidding happens in Australia right now. Australia's home prices have continued to go up significantly. It's had the opposite effect of what they thought were going to happen. So does it make housing more affordable? Maybe in the short term, it does for certain circumstances. But across the board, like not every market's like Toronto. Not every market gets 10 offers on it, on each property. That just doesn't happen. What it really comes down to is this. If you are a buyer, I think you'd like to have blind bidding banned. If you are a seller, you probably don't want to have it banned. But the main issue here that I see being brought up is that if you are a seller, if the Liberals win and they put this into place, you no longer have the ability to sell your home the way you want to. So you could do an auction right now. You could do it blind. Most sellers choose to do it blind, but you have that option. Basically, if this went into place, from the criminal code, you would be forced to only sell your property in one way. And I think that's really the underlying issue more than anything else. What do you think about this? Do you agree with it? Do you disagree with it? Because this long term isn't going to make housing more affordable. I can pretty much almost guarantee that based on the history that we have from other places that are doing it. What's making houses unaffordable is cheap money, people that can get more and buy houses. The second is actually immigration and population growth in Canada. We have a lot of new people coming to Canada, and that's what makes this country so amazing, but they need somewhere to live. And unemployment rate being low means people have money, they can afford to buy property, right? That's what moves the real estate market. None of those are weak right now. And the same liberal government that is saying that they're going to bring down housing prices by taking away blind bidding is also saying that they want 400,000 people a year to come to Canada, where I think it used to be about 250,000. These people need to live somewhere, right? That's going to make housing go up. We have a supply issue in Canada. And I think that's the number one thing that needs to be addressed. And it looks like all the parties are looking at affordable housing alternatives and opportunities to try and address this. But will blind bidding banned or unbanned or keep it the way it is it going to change the affordability? I don't think so. Let me know what you think below. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, home is where your story begins.